Assalamu alaikum. So let's start, everyone. For the last two sessions, we tried to discuss about what a SQL is. So we came to know about very basics about SQL, what it is and what is meant for. So today we'll be trying some of the SQL queries. So I have given you some idea about what constructs a SQL query or SQL statement. So I'll be largely following this document. Let me show you, if you can see. So W3 Schools, it has a very basic and very good explanation on how each of these SQL queries and how they work. So can you see my screen, everyone? Please confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So first, I would recommend you to learn the SQL statements or queries. Then once you're familiar with these queries, then go through further theoretical details, because these theoretical details won't be very difficult for you once you know the thing. It's like you can drive your car without knowing how the inner mechanism works. Okay, you don't need to know about how the engine works, but still you can drive the car. Okay, you can achieve your goal. You can move from place A to place B. Like that, we shall start with running SQL queries or commands. Okay, then whenever you have time or whenever you face interviews, there are some very common questions that comes over and over again. So we can go for that in later part. Okay. So why I recommend that W3 Schools? Because this is very good for beginners with very simple explanation, and at the same time you see some execution environment. Okay. So you don't need to set up anything. So you can learn and practice everything from here. So it has everything to get started. Okay, so you see SQL is a standard language for storing, manipulating, and retrieving data. Okay, so SQL works only with the structured databases like MySQL databases, Microsoft SQL Server databases, Microsoft Access, Oracle databases, Sybase databases, Informix, and Postgres. Okay, and other databases like DB2. They missed DB2. DB2 is one of the most important database system that supports SQL. Okay, so databases. I see some other people are waiting for us. Okay, databases that support SQL, structured query language, are these. Okay, so MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, Microsoft Access, Oracle. Okay, it's a product of Oracle Corporation. Sybase, Informix, Postgres. Okay, sometimes people like this Postgres, okay, and other systems. Especially, I should mention about a DB2, okay, Oracle, DB2, and Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, so these are the main three big bosses in the field of relational database servers or relational database systems. Okay. So I think I have Postgres, so I'll show you that later sometime. Okay. So let's try some of the commands. Okay. So here we'll be learning all the SQL statements or queries, and you have a SQL editor. If you click here, try it yourself, then the editor will come up, so you can edit your queries. Okay, For example, select. So select command brings the database or the result set. Star means everything, all the columns and all the rows. Okay. From where? So here, this is the table name. Okay, so let's try it by running this SQL command. So if I click there, let's wait for a while and let's see all the records are there. We can see each and every single record. Okay, there are total 91 records. Okay, and on the right hand side, you see our database that we are working here. It has several tables like customer tables with 91 records. You can see 91 here. You can see 91 records. Okay. It has categories table. Okay. It has employees table. It has order details, orders table, products. Okay. And shippers and suppliers. Okay. So you see restore databases. For example, if you make some changes, if you delete some of the rows and records, so you can put it to the original state by clicking the restore database. Okay. So the first command is select all from customers. Okay. So I'll be trying to keep everything in the same place. Okay. The first command select means bring everything. Okay. Get or bring. Okay. All means star. This means everything. All the columns and all the rows or records. Okay. From. That means from where? Okay, and finally customers. This is the table name. Okay, customers. Name of the table. Okay, that means this table has all this information. Okay, so like that we'll be trying some other things. Okay, so anyone has any question as we get started? Hello? These are very,
no question right now.
Okay, fine, thank you. Okay, so the command select all from customers, it is giving us every single rows and columns from the customers table. Okay, but I don't want to see these many things. Okay, I just want to see the customer name and the city, or customer name and the country. Only these things, only these two things. Okay, customer name and country. So now instead of running the query, this is the query editor where we can change the statement, SQL statement. Okay, so we want to see customer name. So I'm copying this one, customer name instead of all. Okay, customer name separated by a comma. You can see a comma here. Okay, now we can see country. Okay, comma separated and country, and next to country there shall be no comma from customers. Now let me run the same query. Now we see the result set is getting the same records, but in this case we don't see all other columns. We see customer name and country. So here we have given a special condition or some criteria that what we exactly want to see. Okay, so we have picked up 2 columns only. Okay, from many columns. So okay, this is known as projection. Okay, this is known as projection. Please take a note of this term, projection. Okay, so what projection means is to select desired number of columns number of columns from many columns in a table. Okay. So that is what is known as projection. Okay. So this could be an interview question. Sometimes they may ask about how much confident you are. Okay. So I'm going back. So this is just to show you how to work with this virtual SQL environment. Okay. So I'm going to cover these things real quick. So there you can practice that what comes. Insert the missing statement to get all, okay? To get all. So to get what is the keyword we use? We use select clause, okay? So select clause gets all the columns and also records from customers. Submit answer and you see yes. Show answer or check answer, you can check if it is correct or not. Okay. Submit answer. Yes, that's correct. So you can practice things like this from here. Okay. So I'm going to go directly to this thing. Okay. So customer table and we can perform just a select operation. So it will give us these records. Okay. So now think that you have a very big table that contains millions of records and hundreds of columns. Okay, so to load the data and to read these huge amount of data or result sets, so if you just run a select all command, it will just overburden your system. So to sample a very big database table, what you need to do, you need to just sample like 10 records or 10 rows out of thousands or millions. So what you can do, you can run select all from customers and you can set the limit 10. Okay, that means you're going to get 10 records only. So just run it, you see total number of records 10. Okay, so like that we can just sample. So these 10 records will give you an idea about how the data looks like. What is the schema? Okay. So schema means I'm going to give you a very broad idea about schema. So here schema for this time, remember this schema is something, it is all about columns, number of columns or everything all about columns and the data types for each of the columns. Okay. So here, if you look into this, you see that customer ID, this is a number and the type is integer. For name, you see it's a string. That means it's a number combination of characters. Contact name is also a string. That means a combination of characters. This is also combination of characters. But here postal code is again an integer. So you have to remember that like this. Let me take this as a copy and okay, it's too big actually. Okay. So here, this is just a part of the whole thing, just to give you some idea. Out of it, Windows. Okay. So this is integer. The data type, I'm talking about the data type, what kind of data it holds. It's integer. Okay. This is string. Okay. And this is again integer. Yeah. So let's say it has some gender. Okay, you can see like male, and female. Okay, so this is like just character. Okay, character or car. Okay, like that. So these number of columns and the data type represents the schema. Okay, so it's is it a little confusing to you or it's okay?
It's okay.
Okay, so let's start with this very simple thing. So schema has different meaning, so we'll cover that later sometime. Okay, so okay, so SQL statements are not case sensitive. That means I already told you that selecting in small letters is equivalent to making capital letters. Okay, but that's a good practice to write the SQL clauses in uppercase letters because that is visually more distinctive. Okay, for better readability, you can do that. But if you don't do that, if you go with small letters, that's fine as well. Okay, so it's a good practice to give semicolon after each of these statements. Okay, so all the statements generally ends with a semicolon, but some database systems doesn't require any semicolon. But in general, semicolon at the statement of a SQL query is generally applicable for all the database systems. That means if you place a semicolon at the end, there shall be no problem. Okay, so I have given some idea about these. The most important SQL commands. Select means gets or extracts data from a database or table. Update is used to update data. For example, yes, yes, bhai. You have anything to say?
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, okay. So let me copy and put it in the document. Okay, so we can see everything together. Okay. So select command gets or extracts data from a database or table. Okay. Updates things like, for example, if you have moved to a new place, your customer information needs to be updated. So in that case, just update your address, keeping all other the same. Your first name will not likely to be changed. Your last name is not likely to be changed. Your social security number will not likely to be changed. Your phone number can get updated. Your email address can get updated. Okay. So for that, we use update command. Delete. If you want to delete not every database, generally we work on table levels. Okay. You can delete a database as well. Okay. Database or table. Insert into. If you want to insert a particular thing or update a certain thing, you can use insert into. Okay, so this is a kind of update. Create database. It creates database. Alter database. If someone is using two devices at the same time, please mute. So if you have a database already present, and if you need to make some modification, like you want to rename the databases, okay, then you use alter database. That is applicable for table. Okay, for example, if you want to add another row or another column, like next to the salary, if you want to raise the pay by 15%, and if you want to add a column with the total salary including the bonus, you can have another table. So you can use alter database. Okay, so create table, it creates a table, but you have to design how many columns should be there and what should be the data types. Okay, we'll be trying that. Alter table modifies tables. Okay, drop tables, that means it deletes the table. Okay, and create index. So it creates index. So it's a search key that makes the searches faster. Drop index to delete index. So these are the basic things. We'll be trying each of these. Well, so going to the next one. Okay, select. Used to select or get data from database or tables. Okay, so the data returned is stored in a result table that is known as a result set. I already told you that what result set is. So the data that we get after running a query get stored in kind of result table. Okay, that is visible on the screen. That is called a result set. Copying this one and putting it here. Okay, so you have to remember this. Okay, so syntax, first you have to write the select to get the data. Now the column name, that means the name of the first column, name of the second column separated by a comma. Okay, and you can add as many columns as you want to see. Okay, or else if you want to see everything, just replace this thing with a star. The star represents every single column and from whatever the table name. Okay, so select all from table name. Okay, and that's a demo database. Okay, and this demo database contains like as many as 7 or 8 different tables. So we'll be checking that. Okay, so that is what we have already tried, customer name and country. Okay, so again, so we see customer name and country. Okay, a city. Instead of city, we can add country as well. Country. Okay, let's see if it works or not. Okay, yeah, country. Okay, we see customer name and country. That means you can play around these. Well, so star example selects or gets all the columns from a customer table. Okay, so we have already tried this one. So now, before I go to the next, let's see what happens. Okay, if I run this query, okay, you see that Germany, Mexico. Okay, so that means Mexico is repeated a number of times. Okay, that means the total record count is 91. So we see that the country name came 91 times. Okay, with some duplicates. So the duplicate is like Mexico came a number of times. So if we want to see how many countries are there, okay, how many unique countries are there, we can run the query again. Okay, like select, okay, country from there. Okay, country from customer table. Okay, we see 91 records. Okay, Mexico. Okay, so now I can get the unique names of the country. So to do so, what we need to do, I need to add one SQL clause, that is distinct. Yes. So distinct will bring us the unique names of the country. Now you see 21 country. Okay. So Germany, this is not repeating, non-repeating. Okay. So that means to avoid duplicates. Okay. So remember one thing here. So we see 21 unique country or distinct country. It doesn't mean that the database has changed. The database or the table doesn't get changed. So we see the result set. How we want to see? We can see the output, but the actually nothing happened at the background. Okay. So this table still contains all the 91 countries, okay, with repetitions. Germany, again Germany, okay. So database or table didn't get changed. Okay, so here to get the unique values, we can run distinct command. Okay? Distinct, DINCT. Okay. Yeah, let me run it again and Okay. Yes, 21 records. Okay. So here this is one command, and yeah, what is the command? Okay. Okay. So here, and there is one I missed already. I need to add it. Okay. So select customer name, okay, and country, okay, from customers, okay. So it will give us this one. So this is an example of projection, okay. This is an example of what we call is projection. We have projected our query that covers these two columns only. Okay. Okay, fine. So here distinct keyword is used to get what? The unique countries, okay? And here, if you want to see some other things like customer name, okay, customer name. So customer name will come along, okay, with distinct countries. So we can try like this, not a problem. Okay, let's see. Distinct country, okay. Let's see it works or not. Okay. Yeah, 21, customer name. Name, distinct country.
Where it is select distinct then customer name, it could be what I think.
Okay, let's see. Okay, yes. So here, since we are trying to get the customer names, okay, all the customer names, okay, then what happens? It is giving us the customer names and the country names, but here country name get repeated. That should not work like that. Okay, so here we can run some other query, okay, like, okay, group by country name. Group by country. Okay. Let's run this one. So now you see that all the countries have been grouped together, okay? And here in that case, no country got duplicated, or we don't see any duplicate name for the countries, okay? So it picked up the first of the customer names and country for only for once. So now we see the number of records, unique country names, okay? That's why 21 records, okay? And we have group by country name. So I told you that this group by is not case sensitive. If I like with the small letters, that is fine. Or also, if you run with capital letters, that will work in the same way, okay? So it's fine. Okay, so here this is another command, okay? Okay. Well, so now I want to see how many countries are there, okay? That means I don't want to see the name of the countries. I want to see just how many. That means the number. It could be 21, 23, 25, or what's the number? I don't know actually. So select country. First, I have to get the country, right? Well, country, okay. Sorry, from customers. Okay, running this one again. We're likely to get 91 records, yes. But it's a list of countries, okay, with given country names. But I want to see the total count, okay? That means how many. So we need to just give one clause count and this one, okay? Country, okay? Now you see, count of country is 91. It is giving me a number instead of the names, okay? So we perform count function, okay? Okay, so here I am going to give you two things. Count, okay? Count is a function, okay? And here you have to remember this thing. Okay? So a function has a structure like this, okay? Function, okay? Function has two things, okay? You have to remember, okay? A predefined clause, okay, or SQL clause, okay, with a pair of parentheses, okay, at the end. Okay, for example, okay, count is a function, okay, like this. Okay, so there are many functions we will use soon, okay? So remember what is a function. Function is a predefined clause with a pair of parentheses at the end and has a particular function, particular task, okay? It has a given task, okay? That means it will give you the count. Well, and with that, I'm going to tell you one thing, okay? There are two things mainly. Semantically, there are two things in a SQL statement. Okay. What are these? Semantically, okay. So what are these? Okay. Okay, the first one is SQL clause or keywords. So you cannot change, like there is no way you can change this select keyword. Okay, you have to use it as it is. Okay, you have no control over it. Okay, so these are predefined. Okay, predefined. Okay, sorry. Yes, predefined. You have no control. You cannot change it. Okay, you can't change it. Change these. Okay. All right. So another thing is that the SQL identifiers, or generally identifiers. Okay. So what identifiers are? Any name you include in the SQL statement. Okay. For example, what are the examples? Okay. Example, customer table. Okay, customers. Sorry, I'm not good at typing. Okay, customer. Okay, then product price. Okay, that means any column names or anything, any table. It could be a table name. It could be a column name. Product price. Okay. It could be a table name or a column name. That means any name you give it to SQL or SQL system. When you create a table, you must give a table name, like student table, okay, orders table, or anything. That means anything you include other than the SQL clause or keywords is identifiers. That means you identify by your given name. Okay, that's why it's identifier. So anyone has any question up to this?
You have mentioned the semantic heading. There are two things in a SQL statement. One is predefined. Another one is what?
Identifier.
Identifier. Okay, sorry.
Okay, identifier keywords. Okay, the first one is this one. Okay, and the second one is identifiers. Okay, so you can change or you can give any name. Okay,
Yeah.
you can change the name as per is your desire. But these names should have meanings, because whenever you will work in a team, you have created a table. That name should be meaningful to other people in the team. Okay, you cannot do as you want exactly, but still you have some freedom. Like you can give like student ID, student underscore ID. Okay, so that is the name you can give, or you can go like this, S underscore ID. Okay, so that is more. It's relatively shorter and makes more sense. Okay, so there are some naming convention. So no matter which team you work for, they must have some standardized naming convention. So that's not going to be a problem. Okay. So shall I go for the next one now? Or you want to go for a break?
We can continue.
Okay, so I'm continuing. Okay. Okay, so I'm going for the next one. Okay, so we don't need to. So distinct, I have already given you an example. Distinct is used to return only distinct or unique values. Okay, so here the example has already been given, distinct country. Okay, so I'm not going to repeat that. Okay, so sorry, where is that? Okay, so distinct and count. Okay, I have given you also the total count and distinct count. Okay, you can go for that. Okay, so what it will do, it will give you the total count in numbers. Okay, how many distinct countries are there? Okay. Okay, so okay, now I'm going to give you another example. Okay, so everybody, please have a look here. That's very simple. Okay, so let me open the query editor. I'm just copying everything. Okay, so select all from customers. Okay. Running this one. Okay. Okay, we see everything. Okay. So now here, I don't want to see postal code because that's a very long thing. Okay, I want to make it short, like zip code or zip, simply zip. Okay, so how can I do that? Okay, select. Okay, I want to see everything like customer name, city. Okay, customer name, comma city. Okay, and postal code. Okay, comma postal code. Okay. So now I want to see postal code as in a shorter form, like zip code. So I have to give a name like as zip. Okay. So postal code as zip. Okay. So instead of postal code, we'll see zip as a column header. So let me run this. So now you see zip. Okay. Or instead of customer, I want to see just name. Okay. So I can give it customer name as name. Okay, so now we see. So we see this one name. Okay, so here we have used a special thing, a special keyword that is known as. That means it's a nickname. Okay, for the existing column, and this nickname is also known as the alias. Okay. Okay, as and as. So here as is an alias, okay, or nickname. Okay, so if you run an alias like as here, it's not gonna change the actual database table. So no modification will be made, no changes will be made. So all that you can see your output in the result set. Okay, so you can see in your output, but nothing will change in the background. Okay, so the table will remain unaffected. So please remember that. Is that clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Is this clear? Okay. Okay. So here you can see the count as distinct count. Okay. So alias has been given. Okay. From select distinct country from customers. Okay. That means it will give you the counts. Counts of what? Let me copy and explain. Okay. So here, what it will do, it will get the count. That means it will bring you some numbers. Okay, and what are the numbers? Number will be expressed as distinct. So the column header you are going to see as distinct countries. Okay, from where you see another command starting with a semicolon. Sorry, it's a pair of parentheses from here to there. So that is known as a subquery. Okay. So here what we'll do, that select distinct country from customers. First it will pick distinct country and the counts. Okay, so let's run this one and see what is happening. And after that I'll explain furthermore. Okay, if I run this one, okay. So it gives us the total count as distinct count. So it is a little elaborate, but if you go like that, distinct countries from customers, okay, you are expected to get the same output. Right? Let's see. So let me run this one and see. Okay, 91 distinct countries. Okay, but here instead of all, you just pass something distinct country. Okay, as distinct countries. Okay, now let's see. I made a mistake here. TINCT, distinct country. Okay. Select distinct country, country as distinct. Okay, first let me run this one. Oh, something as distinct country. Okay. TINCT. Okay. Just a minute. All from customers. Okay. Let me run. Okay. Now select count of country. Okay. So it will give us 91. UNNT. Okay. Count. Yes. So it give me 91. Okay. Now select distinct. DISTINCT. Okay. It should be fine. Okay. Now you see 21. Okay. So what we're going to get, it gives everything about the distinct country. But instead of the name, we want to see the count, how many. That's why we can go like this. And now let's apply an alias, okay, as unique country. Okay. Unique country, sorry, unique COUNTRY count. Okay. Unique country count. Okay. Let me run this one. And we see the alias has been applied. Okay. So the interesting thing about SQL is that SQL is not very difficult, but it's easier to forget. You need to keep practicing over and over again. Okay, sometimes that happens to me. I quite often keep forgetting things faster than I can learn these. Okay, so please try to make a list of. So I'll be posting all these commands in our shared document. Whoever come across a new command, please add it here. Okay, please contribute to the document. Okay, now I'm going to do another thing, that is a where. Okay, where clause, that means it's a type of conditional statement. Okay, you are applying some restrictive thing. Okay, so let's see. Let me go and run a command for you. Okay, so for example, if you want to see the count of people who are from Mexico, that means select count of the person where country name equals Mexico. That means we are going to get the name of people from Mexico. So let's try. Okay, yes. So what you can see here, select all from customers. Okay, so it will exclude everything and it will give you all the information where the country is Mexico. So let's see. Okay, now you see, in that case, everything is all about Mexico. Okay, so that means there are 5 people from Mexico. Okay, so you can get the count, how many. You can also get this one. So let me paste it here. And okay, here we are applying some conditions. Okay, condition. Okay, or restriction. Okay, so here Mexico. Okay, and count how many. Just apply count of everything, every single record. How many records are there? 5 records. Okay, so you can get the count as well. Okay, count, that is how many. Okay, so I'm taking this off again. Okay, so this is one of the examples. Okay, or you can apply any other country or anything. Okay, or Germany. Okay, so now if you see that for some reason you need to find how many people are from Berlin. Okay, so you can apply some more conditions. Okay, so you can apply some other conditions using and. Okay, and or. Okay, so I'm going to apply and. So I want to see the customer name, ID, all about the things, but it's a little stricter. I want to see only the people from Berlin. Okay, okay, or yes. So let's see how I can apply that. Okay, so select all from customers where country equals Germany and city equals Berlin. Okay, so let me run this one. You see only one person from Berlin. Okay, so here we must give a single quote or a double quote because this piece of information is a string type of data. Okay, so remember that. So single quotes, there's no problem. You can see the record. Okay, one record. But if I give it double quote here, let's see what happens. Okay. So does it work? Yes, it does. Okay, you can see with single quotes and double quotes. Okay, all are fine. But instead of that, if I want to see some numbers, postal code, okay? So postal code is a number. That means it's an integer. We don't give any quotations, okay? For numbers, you don't have to give any quotation, single quote or double quote. So if I run this one, you see the same output, okay? Because it's now working. Okay? So we can apply like this. Okay, so quotations can be applied like this, okay? So here, Germany is a string, okay? Germany is a string type of data. So it requires, okay, either single quotes, this one, a pair of single quotes, okay, this one, or double quotes, okay, like this. Like this, yeah, like this. Okay, so it's taken on that, and for integers we don't need, okay. Postal code is an integer, so we don't need quote. Okay, we don't need double quotes or single quotes. Okay, we can place as it is. Okay, is that clear, everyone? Well, is that okay? Hello? Everyone muted?
Yes, so far okay.
Yes, good.
Okay, yes, please. So my plan is to complete these two things in by next class, that is Saturday. Okay, I'll cover and complete everything, okay? So you have to practice, and please make sure that we can move faster. So here's an example. Customer ID equals 1, okay? Here, this is a number or integer. That's why we don't need to be in double quotes, okay? Numeric fields should not be enclosed in quotes, okay? So here you can apply certain operators, okay, with the where clause, okay? You see, equals means you are referring to that one, okay? Greater than, okay? So for example, if you want to see the product price greater than 10 cents or 12 cents or $1, you can use that, okay? Greater than or equals, less than or equals, and not equals, okay? So we'll practice that, okay? So we can practice this during max, mean, and there, okay? So I'm coming to that point, okay? So like pattern matching. So for example, there could be many country that starts with A, like Albania, Angola. So if you want to see these type of names, you can use like, okay, we'll be checking those things. Well, so it's better, let's try this one, okay, before I continue for the next thing. Okay, let's keep practicing. Okay, yeah. So well, so here, okay, operators in where clause. Okay, examples, let's try the first one, equals, okay? So we have already tried equals, where product, okay? You see, everyone, can you see that example? Okay, select all from product, where price is 18, okay? $18 or something, okay? Whatever, maybe the unit, okay? You see, product price, 18, cheese, stylized out, and I don't know what is it. It's French word. Okay, 18. So price is like this. Okay. So if you want to see the price is okay less than $18. Okay. So less than $18. So you can see less than $10 or something. You see every figure. Okay. Less than $10. Okay. $18. So less than $18. Okay. So now price greater than $18. That means it will not include 18. Okay, it should increase by another point, like 19. So you see product 19. Okay, or even greater. Okay, so price less than or equal to. So you can check from here. Okay, greater than or equal to. Okay, so equal to always comes next to this greater than or less than operator. So now including $18, okay, including $18 or more. Okay, let's see. Yes, including $18. Okay, so if you do not include this equals, so it will start from $19. Okay, you see $19. Okay, so less than or equal to, that means including 18 or less. So here there are two conditions being applied, okay, including 18 or less, okay. So with this you can apply two logics, either equal to or less than or equal to. Here not and. Okay, let me. Okay, means less than or equal to. Okay. So there are two conditions actually. Is that clear, everyone? The same for this one. Okay, or greater than or equals to. Okay. So there are two conditions included. Okay, now I want to see, okay, price is, okay, less than 18 and price, okay, price less than 18 and price greater than 50, okay, okay, between. Price greater than 18 and less than 50. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, price between. Yeah, sorry, price between. Between 10 and 50. Okay, let's see. Yes, it works. Okay, so we can set some range like this. Okay, so price is between $10 and $50. You see, $10 included and $50 included as well. Between, okay, and prices, okay, equals 18, okay, less than 18, greater than 18, okay, or you can go like, okay, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, things like that. So please, everybody, please make some contributions here, okay, not equal to, okay. So note that not equal to in some versions of SQL is written like this, okay. So with an exclamation sign next to it, okay. So let's see. So if I go here in the query editor, okay, so it will bring every single price except 18, okay. So if I run this one, you will not see 18, okay. That means it's an exclusion, okay. Okay, that is an exclusion, okay. Exclusion of 18, okay. All other values will be displayed, okay, except 18. All other values will be displayed except 18, okay. So let's see if it works like exclamation sign and equal. Does it work here? Yes, it's working, okay. It's working. Okay, so here this and these are equivalent. Okay, so everybody please take a note of this. Okay. Okay, so between I have already told you like this, okay. So now like, let's see, like, okay. Like, okay, so where country name, like, okay, like what? And for like, we don't use any equal sign, okay. So country names are strings, right? So we must include single quotes or double quotes, okay. We must include single quotes or double quotes, okay. So now I give this one, okay. That means anything, okay. It could be anything. It means any part of the name, okay. Like any country name that starts with A, okay. And it could be Albania, it could be Algeria, it could be Angola, okay, anything, okay. So let me run this one. Oh, sorry, this is not part of products. It's a part of customers table, customers, okay. Yeah, so now you see the country name, okay. Country name, where is the country name? Yeah, so Argentina, Austria, Argentina. That means these are the things that has been included in the table, okay. So now you got this point, everyone. So this percentage means this is could be anything, any part of the name that starts with A. Albania, Algeria, Argentina, okay, like that. But if you want to see the name of the country that ends with A, okay, it could be anything. Let's see, okay, Canada, okay, and that percent sign has replaced everything here. Argentina at the end A, okay, like A, ending A, okay, like that, okay. Okay. Austria, okay, Argentina, okay, anything. Okay, so everyone, you got that point?
Yes,
Hello?
the last letter is A and B for everything.
Yes, right, yes. So that is a replacement. So we can apply further restrictions. So that's a kind of advanced thing. you can practice by yourself, or if you want to know, please complete these basics and we can go for the next. Okay. Just give me a minute, please. Okay, so in means it is a kind of searching range. Okay, select all from customers where country in. Okay, I want to see the customer name in a kind of I want to see only customer name in USA and UK. Okay, nowhere else. UK. Okay, it will bring us everything where country in USA and UK. Okay, let me run this one and you see only UK and USA. UK and USA. Okay, it will not give you any record from any other country because we have restricted it. Okay, if you want to make it a little relaxed, okay, you can add country like Germany. Okay, and Canada. Okay. Okay, so it will get all the name of the people from USA, UK, Germany, and Canada. Okay. So you see, you can see everything: USA, UK, Canada. Okay. So that means in is a restrictive clause. Okay, it restricts the condition. Okay. Now, if you want to see the count of customers, okay, count, okay, count of like customer name, okay, how many customers are from each of these countries. Okay, you can see here altogether it's 24. Okay. Okay, now if you want to see group by country, okay, group by country, let's see what happens. Okay, you see 3. Okay, but what country? Select count of customer and country. Okay, from customers. Okay, now you see there are 3 people from Canada, 11 people from Germany, and 7 people from UK, and 13 people from USA. So you can play around these everyone. I didn't cover group by, so that's an advanced thing I'll cover very soon. Okay. So any question from here?
Yes, the question is how to keep in memory those things. Yeah.
So we have to practice. Oh, and that is the only thing. And you have to think like how you want to look into the data, what you want. Okay. For example, if you want a business and if you want to see that how many laptops, how many watches, how many fridges have been sold in the month of February. Okay. So just you have to set the name of the products from which table, okay, product category, and sections like cell phones, computers, and freezer, and group by the product category something. So like it's the same thing you have to apply. So without practice, it is really hard for me, and I personally make so much mistakes. That's why I need to keep referring to the documents. Okay, even in my place of work, I need to look into the documents because it's not possible to memorize everything. And for many database developers I know personally, so what they do, they just keep a reference, or they have some official documents, they refer to those documents and they make little changes wherever it's necessary. But that little change need to be made so carefully that has to be precise. If they make any mistakes, that's gonna cause further troubles. Okay. So yes, I'm adding this one here. Okay. 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 Now I want to see the name of the count of customers, how many customers are there, how many, and the name of the country, okay, from customer tables outside these 4 countries, okay. I don't want to see USA, UK, Germany, and Canada. So in that case, I have to place not in, okay. Just a little change here. That means I'll get all the information I need before from, okay. And not in, that means outside these 4 countries. Okay, let me run the query. Okay, so let's see. Argentina has 3 people, Austria has 2, Belgium has 2, every other country has these numbers. So we don't see UK, USA, Canada, and Germany. Okay, so yes, so my suggestion is that please make a list of all the commands and keep in a place, and try to have a look every other time whenever you get a chance. Okay, so I have covered everything: in, not in, like, okay, between, not equal, equal, and everything. Okay, so and, or, and not. Okay, so not in we have already practiced. Okay, that means it's a negation. Okay, not is a negation. Not is a negation. That means it makes a thing negative. Okay, we have practiced and already. Okay, where, okay, did I include that? And yes, I've included and here. Okay, okay, and I didn't practice or. Okay, well, or has 2 meanings. Okay, so let me tell you 2 things here. Let me go down. Okay, and is a restrictive thing that at least 2 or more conditions must be met, and each of these conditions must be true. Okay, let me copy this one and break it down for you. Okay, and condition. Okay, so and means here the country must be Germany. Okay, when you use and, so there are 2 conditions. The first condition is this is the one first condition. Okay, okay, and the other condition is this. Okay, first let me keep it simple. Okay, then I can go for the complex one. Okay, okay, so here in this statement there are 2 conditions. You see, the first condition is that country must be Germany, and when you use and, you must unavoidably have the other conditions be that is true. You have to have this as true, the first condition, and also this one true. That means both the conditions must be true for and. Okay, for and. Okay, all the conditions must be met. Okay, or true. It has, the condition must be true. Okay, for and. But for or, this is not the case. Okay, and for or, okay, at least one condition must be met or true. Okay, for example, or. So you see the difference. Okay, let me run this two commands and you will understand very clearly. Okay. So here, I don't want to go with complex query. Okay. So here the condition is that Germany, it must be Germany. Okay. Unavoidably. Okay. And city must be Berlin. Okay. So, and if I change it to here, so it will first deny this condition. It will bring everything about Germany, okay? And it will bring city if there is Berlin or not, okay? Let's see, okay. The first condition is met, okay? Everywhere Germany is present, okay? Okay. Or Berlin, okay? Do you see Berlin here? Yes. That means here, this condition is met, that is fine. Berlin met, okay? That is both the conditions are true. But in the second case, the first condition is met, okay? So it bring country and other city. Second, the same thing. That means if any of the conditions is true, it will give you the result, okay? So that is what is happening. So, and the very important difference between and or is more relaxed and is more restrictive. Okay. Okay, relatively relaxed. Okay. And relatively stricter. Okay, that is the thing. And for it. Oh, sorry, I made the reverse. Okay. The opposite, actually, sorry. Stricter and relatively relaxed. Okay, so please remember this. Okay, so with that, this is done. Okay, not already shown you. Okay, and not. That means where country not, that means you will get everything about other countries except Germany and other countries about USA. Let me try this one for you. Okay. So you have to meet both the conditions. Where country equals not country Germany. That means it will pick other country other than Germany. So in that case, we will not see Germany and USA. Okay. So we don't see USA and Germany. That means other than everything. Okay. So we will not see the country Germany. We will not see the country USA. Okay. But the same thing, or let's see how it is happening. Okay, we see UK and everything. Okay, and also USA, because or condition is less restrictive. That's why USA is coming up. So please make sure that not is used to negate the condition. Okay, not. Okay, that means you will not see Germany. Okay, you will not see USA. Okay, and if I go with the same thing using or, okay, so what will happen if any of the conditions is met? Okay, like if there is Germany, it will bring Germany or not. If it brings it may show you USA or not. That means or is less restrictive. If country is not Germany, then it may not look for the other one. I'm again running the query, everybody. Okay. It's an or condition. So at least one condition must be made. Okay, let's see. Not Germany. That means any other country except Germany. Okay, if this condition is not meeting, so what will happen? The other condition, country USA will show up. let's see. We don't see Germany. Okay, it's not like you see Germany, but because of the OR condition, we see Germany. Okay, and also we're likely to see USA. Let's see if USA is there. Yes, USA is there because of the OR condition. Everyone, is that clear?
So what would be the difference between in if I use like you showed us before in and
Oh, yes. So it's a kind of query optimization. That means when you restrict the condition using in, it will only check those columns or those records. It will not look into any other records. Okay, so it's a way you can make the queries run faster. That means with SQL you can achieve the same goal using different syntaxes. But as a general purpose user, we don't need to worry about this thing. Okay, but we need to remain aware of these ways we can write our queries, these many ways. Okay, is that okay?
oh yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
By the way, so which one would be the faster if you don't mind asking?
So here you will not see any indication on which one is faster, but if you run a query like that in a real environment like SQL Workbench or somewhere, it will give you some idea, okay, that how long it took. Okay, I'll show you later in summer classes. Please take a note of that and remind me later. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome. So it's some kind of millisecond difference. Okay. So order by, I have already shown you, I think. Okay, not a problem. Order by is just ordering. Okay. Select all from country, customer. Okay. And order by country. Okay. Country. Okay. So by default, it's a descending order. Ascending order. That means A comes first and Z comes all the way down. Okay. And likewise, A comes first, country name. We're looking into country name, right? Ordering by country. Okay. Like that. Okay. So by default, it is ascending. Okay. By default, it is ascending. Okay. I didn't copy it. Oh. Okay. So by default, it is ascending. It is ascending, ASC, okay? Ascending. Okay, so if you type it in there or not, it will give you the same result, okay? Ascending, ASC, okay? See, the same result, same output. And to reverse it, just instead of ascending, DESC, okay? So run this one, you'll see descending. Okay, V. So there is no country that starts with G, as in Zambia or Zaire or some other countries. So our table doesn't have that one. So the last letter in the alphabetical series is V and downwards. Okay, V, U, like that. Okay, so this is not default. That's why you have to explicitly write it down. Okay, descending. Okay, descending. Okay, order by is done. Okay, so you can apply order by anywhere. Okay, like select all from customers. Okay, not all from. Let's see. Okay, fine. And order by zip code or postal code. Okay, postal code descending. Okay, the bigger zip code or postal will come first. Okay, you see something. And now it's numeric. Okay, 99 is a bigger number, and downwards the smaller ones. Okay. So order by, please practice this one. Insert into null values. Okay. I think. Okay. So insert into, you have to mention a condition, and you can insert a record. Insert into is a table level operation to alter a particular record. Okay. So let me go first. Okay. So here I'm not going to. Okay. So let's see. Well, so insert into is a type of command. It's a DML command, data manipulation command, whereby you can update or you can bring up a new record. Okay. So here, insert into two clauses together, customer table. Okay. And you are inserting customer name, contact name, address, city. These are the column headers. Okay. All the column headers inside a pair of quotes, parentheses. You see here and there. And you are passing the exact or actual values. Okay. Okay. Inside a pair of parentheses. Okay. Cardinal is the customer name. Okay. Here. Since it is a string, you have to give it inside a pair of single quotes. Contact name is a string, single quotes and contact name. Okay. And address, this is address. Okay. City name, string. Postal code, also a string, because this is declared like this. Okay. And country name is Norway. Okay. Let's see and run this one. Okay. So you have made changes to the database. Rows affected. So how many rows are there? Okay. How many rows have changed? Okay. So likewise, you can add multiple values. Okay. Like values, this one. Okay. Values. Okay. Like this. Okay. Last one should not contain anything. Okay. Like A, B, C, some random names. Okay. Okay. Some city. Okay. Like this. Okay, so like let's make some changes, some random changes. Okay. Okay.
Is it working like as a value? With the,
Yes, brother.
The value itself working as as function, am I right?
No. This is a construct. You have to follow this one. Okay. Let me run this one and see its values. One. Okay. Values. So or not like this. I think. Let me check. I haven't done that for some time. Okay, let's see. Yes. So values, and next to values, you need to pass as many records as you want. Okay. So like that. I'm just copying the entire thing. Yeah. Okay. So insert into table name. This is a table name. Okay. These are column names. Okay. All the columns name. Okay. And you are passing the values. You have values is a keyword. You have to give the keyword. Okay. And the actual value. That means corresponding values. Okay. So first customer name, cardinal, contact name, this. Okay. Address. This is the address. Okay. This one, that. Now let's see if it worked or not. Okay. So how can I get the record? Select all from customers. Okay. And let's see. Okay. let's see, there were 19 records and we added 5 more records. Okay, so 91 and 5, 96. So we see, I think Bangladesh has been added up as well. The one I have added, it's likely to get added all the way down. Okay. Yes, so we have done that. Okay. So insert into is done. Okay, null values, to check null values. Null values means you have created a table, okay, and you didn't put any value there, not even a space, not even zero. It's absolutely nothing, no value. Okay, so that's an interview question. What is null value? Remember that. Okay, and how to check, okay, whether there is null value. Okay, so the same thing. Okay, the similar commands you see. Okay, null operator. That means where address is null. That means somehow you forgot to update that null address field, or you don't know the address. So you should not write any random number or anything. Okay, you leave it blank. So the blank is null. Null means blank. To check null values, you need to run is null. Okay, no results. Okay, but opposite to null is not null. That means it should contain some value. Okay, not null. Okay, you see all the records. Address not null. That means something is there. So null is used to check if there is any missing value. For example, if you don't have a social security number of some person, okay, and you leave it blank, you should not give any random number. So that particular blank value is known as null value. Okay. So how to check this? Null and is null or is not null. Okay. So here, null or not null. Okay. Is null is null or not null. Okay. This or this is null and is not null. Okay, so please remember that. Okay, and update. So if you want to update the statement, you just update, but you have to specify condition. Okay, let's see. I have added a record like select customer where country equals Bangladesh. Okay, select all from customers where country equals Bangladesh. Okay, Bangladesh. And now I'm running this one, and you see, yes, something. Okay, now I want to update this one. Okay, so what I need to update, I am going to update the customer table. Okay, update customers. Okay, and what are the conditions I need to do? I have to set. Okay, that means the value I want to update. Okay, update customer table and set contact name. Okay, 1. Okay, 2, where the country name is equals. Okay, okay, so here set contact name. Okay, set contact name instead of DDFD. Let me set something, some meaningful name. Okay, Abdul Haq. Okay, so where country name is Bangladesh. Okay, let me run this one. Okay, you see one row affected. You have made changes to the databases. Okay, so let's see. Select all from customers equals okay, so no results. I think I missed something. So mistake Bangladesh. should be like this. Let's say yes. So yes, so Abdul Haq. You see, I have updated this one. Okay. So I want to update the address. Same thing. Update customers set address equals new thing, and I have to set the condition. Okay. So if I don't set the condition, all the customers will get updated as customer name will update as Abdul Haq. Okay, you have to be very careful about that. Okay, now you want to delete it. Okay, delete from table where condition. Okay, what do you want to delete it? So here, if you want to delete from customer, where customer name is like this. Okay, so that customer will be deleted. So let's try. Okay. Okay, fine. Example. Okay. Delete from customer table where customer name is Abdul Haq. Okay. So now run this command. You see, you have made changes to the database. Okay. So Abdul Haq is gone. So select all from customers. Okay. Where country equals okay, you see there is no Abdul Haq is there. Okay, it should go. Okay. I think I made some contact name. Okay. So delete from customers. Okay. And what I have to delete, okay, where customer name, okay, where customer name equals Abdul Haq, contact name.
ABC.
No, sorry, yes, sorry, it should be contact name, not customer name, yeah, sorry, okay, Abdul Haq, yeah. Contact name Abdul Haq. Okay, so now we see, yeah, so now I delete it. Okay, now rows affected. Okay, now select all from customers. From customers. Okay, where country equals Bangladesh. Now you see, we're not going to see, okay? From 2 times. Yeah, no results. That means that has been deleted. Well, with this, I'm going to conclude today's class. And these are very, very easy things. Select, max, count, like has been covered, okay, already. In between, done, alias done. So before join, so my request to all of you is that please cover these things from select top. Okay, let me copy this. That means please cover this one. Okay. It's your homework. It's kind of your homework. Okay. Please keep practicing only this thing. Okay. Delete has been covered up to that. Okay. Before join, I'll cover the remaining. Okay. So this is your homework. I'll cover the rest on Saturday because I have to complete this. Because with these basic things, we have to learn more. I'll start Hive. Okay, that's why I have to complete this. So your homework, everyone. Your homework. Okay. Up to that. And please include your SQL statement here. Okay. Please add SQL statements for the following items. Okay, that's your homework, and today I'm done. Any questions? Okay. and okay, query performance. Okay, query performance for in and other conditions. I'll check on that. I'll show you. Okay. So if you have any question, please ask me. I'm going to conclude today's class. Hello?
No question.
No questions? Okay. Still, if you have any questions, please share your question in the group. Okay. So our group activity has dropped to 0 actually. So not sure. You're learning by yourself only. Won't you share? Okay. Yes. I hope you will share things. You'll encourage others to learn and share what you know already. So thank you, everyone. Inshallah, see you on Saturday morning.
Assalamu alaikum.
Inshallah.
Okay, walaikum salam. Allah Hafiz. And bye.